have good news and bad news, guys. Sadly, the pair of headphones that I bought from the hardware store was defective, but not defective in the obvious manner, but faced a very similar issue because both headphones acted like each headphone was like the main headphone. Because in order to connect these successfully and reset them, you gotta press the headphone button 7 times. One would blink white, the other would be blinking white and blue. This set that I had bought yesterday was blinking white for both of them, or blinked blue and white for both of them at the same time on multiple different occasions. So my phone was treating them like two different sets of headphones, or that one single set of headphones. Yesterday in the store, I decided that buying between this one set and the other, there was one that was the last of its row that was on sale, but I decided not to get the other one, and I kind of regret that one. But today, I got that last one in that row, and finally, it works. And for side notes, yes, when I was riding there myself, I almost got run over, but thankfully, I braked on my bike on time. I even ran through some rocks and dirt, which I think might give my bike a flat, but I hope not. Product is here. I already opened it up, guys. And I say this because if we think of headphones as partners, then that means I've had like so many exes before I ever had like a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Like through the years, I've been blowing through like different five different pairs of like headphones, and only to realize like they're either incompatible or they really don't work. But thankfully, this one does. But it also reminds me, quick side lesson of relationships or friendships. Doesn't matter how many incompatible people or there's failures. One could be 5 or even 10 failed friendships or relationships, but the next one is successful. Then good job. I was thinking of just listening to one earphone on the other broken one, but I realized that you should not settle for what you think is less. But as for the rest of the metadata today, sadly, today I did sleep very late and I woke up at 12 p.m. Very embarrassing. Though a body like mine sleeps late, the problem is I ate like some fast food at night, so eventually my sleep clock scheduled a little bit further away, so that's kind of sad. It's still very unhealthy, so tonight I promise I'll be better, guys. And for the time that incurs, usually if today had been a school day, period 4, then during that time I ate nothing but popcorn chips, which is even worse. But to finish off the day, to try to complete a little bit, I decided to bike to one of the hundreds of In-N-Outs that exist out here in the West Coast, and what I'd always ask, no cheese, and always replace that bun. And it tasted great as always. You get a good fiber meal because I replace that stuff. And but the thing is that with so much oil, my hands were absolutely full of it, and conveniently forgot to wash my hands. But I was alone in the restaurant. But it's been a while since I've actually paid for my own things, and sad since people moved around. But I saw some of my old friends nearby, but I don't think they noticed me. But I did see a few. When I rode my bike there, I did find trouble finding a bike rack because not too many of these In-N-Outs have bike racks. But which I didn't find, so I had to go a little far, where I'd usually go to another place nearby. But thankfully, my earbuds worked this time, even though the wind kind of ruined the connection, so I did have to face a few issues. But if anybody's curious what artists I listen to when I pull out my headphones, usually they are The Weeknd, Zayn, Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, Cruella, Puth, Rihanna, Arizona Service, Mike Posner, Zed, and Cher. When I rode my bike, I did see a large crowd of people nearby in the store that I did use to visit. Few boys and girls, and I realized, wait, other than talking to people, tomorrow I could maybe try to go there and try to host like a random conversation with people I don't even know, and maybe try to talk to people, because it's been a while since I've done it, and I have all summer, so if I do, I could probably find a few friends. If I do, I'll let you guys know. Not down if they want their friendship secret or not. But today is the day it also announced a demilitarized zone, similar to North and South Korea regarding all my reflection videos. That means people who are on the outside of my zone, and not local people that I do know, if they have not said explicitly that they want to be logged or not, then they will be subject to being logged. Keep in mind that this is not like data collection like Apple, but it's more of I talked with this person, it went great. I'm not going into depth about a conversation. It's only mere metadata collection, guys, and I call this the militarized zone. This is the outer zone. The inner side is usually for the ones who have explicitly said no under good faith for both local friends and mutuals. This is what I call the demilitarized zone, where nothing is logged and no metadata is kept. The part of this metadata collection is to simply log the day and as a part of a non-harmful personal project meant only as records keeping and defense for about 90% of the time. I'd even argue 99% of the time since we're in peace most. I'm not here to destroy reputations or witch hunt people down, but if I am attacked first, not in petty drama, not in like friend group drama, but like if there was an actual attack against me, then this will be used under defensive grounding.